Hey guys, this is Jeff again with 90% Sports. I'm here with Mark.
What's up?
And are you ready for some hashtag MAC-tion? That's right, right now we're talking about the MAC, and it's going to get ridiculous because all the games in this conference get ridiculous.
So, the name of the conference is the Mid-American Conference.
Yeah.
Does that mean that they're in the middle of the American Conference?
Yes, exactly.
NCAA for the win.
Yes. I think they're all somehow like, if you look inside the schools in the American, like in the middle of those schools, you will find the Mid-American schools.
All right. Okay, so it's like Inception, but for the NCAA.
Yes.
I got it.
Yes.
Okay, now that we have that worked out.
Yep. I won't lie. I don't keep up with the MAC. I watch the MAC any day of the week. Like, Wednesday night football. Thank you, ESPN, for like, oh, look, you got Sundays and Mondays for the NFL. Tuesday through Saturday, you have football, college football on ESPN. And it's great because I'm just sitting there and I'm like, I don't even want to think about anything. So I'm just going to watch two teams put up 60 points each. Who's your sleeper?
For my sleeper team, I'm going to have to go with the State University of New York at Buffalo.
Ooh.
Yes, because they're returning quarterback Joe Licata, and he's a beast.
Just because of quarterback? Just because he's a beast?
Yeah, that's the main reason.
That's the main reason.
Who you gonna go with?
Day's green, but Day is not Eastern Michigan. Day is Ohio. Their quarterback is Darius Vick. He is the younger brother of Mike and Marcus Vick. He's not officially the starter yet. He's supposed to. There's supposed to be a camp battle, but he needs to replace Tyler Tettleton, who is. There's not even a point in arguing it. He was the best quarterback to ever play at Ohio.
He pretty much was the MAC.
Yeah, he was. Like you had, well, Jordan Lynch was there too, but
Yeah, that's true.
he wasn't there as much last year after he told Florida State by the end of the game, I'm gonna have you on your knees, and he just got destroyed.
Yeah, that game wasn't really close.
I wonder if Jordan Lynch likes oranges. He showcased his athleticism a bit in their bowl game last year when he had to come in for Tettleton, and everyone was freaking out on their defense. I forget who they faced. It doesn't matter. But they thought he was going to run, and he faked it, and then just quick little pass that turned into an 80-yard touchdown.
Right, and I mean, doing that on a big scale like a bowl game.
Yes, because the MAC plays in the biggest of bowl games.
Huge bowl games.
Yeah. It might seem a little weird to consider a team like Ohio, who beat Penn State just 2 years ago, a sleeper, but the past 2 seasons, they've just fallen apart in November. They look good early in the season, through September, through October, and something happens when you flip over to that 11th month, and they just fall asleep.
All right, who do you got for your offensive MVP and defensive MVP?
Well, we kind of already talked about my offensive MVP. It's Darius Vick. And on defense, I didn't pick one because does the MAC really even play defense?
That is actually very true.
Like, every game you see, it doesn't even matter like who's playing in the league. Someone will score 30 points, if not both teams.
30?
Yeah.
I was thinking at least 40.
Well, doing a little research, I saw a game that was like 32-3, and I'm like, well, that's a little low scoring for one team.
That is
and
true.
A lot low scoring for the other. All right, Dempsey, who's your MVPs?
Well, I'm going to do it just like you and say there's no defensive MVP because you know there will be no defense played. But my offensive MVP is going to be from Bowling Green, Matt Johnson. Last year he threw for 3,500 yards, 25 touchdowns, 7 picks. And he's going to return to be one of the league's top QBs. So definitely look out for him to be the field general out there. And
pretty good pick, actually, yeah. Yeah, I really think in this league, like, the only way you don't score, it's not because the other team played defense.
it's because you played bad.
It's because you can't play offense.
Yeah. Which in the MAC, that doesn't happen that often because they pretty much all can play some offense.
Well, all but, like, the directional Michigans. Western and Central used to be good. Western Michigan might be all right. Eastern Michigan, they haven't been good in forever.
Yeah.
And then you got a couple teams, like Miami used to be good. They used to have that Ben Roethlisberger. That kind of leads into my game of the year. The game of in this conference that I am most looking forward to. Do you want to take a stab at what it is?
Hold on. Let me guess. You're going to say that it is Ball State versus Northern Illinois on a Wednesday night.
No.
Damn.
No. My game that I'm looking forward to involves a school that went 0-12 last year versus another school that went 1-11, and that one came against the 0-12. I am looking forward to see who is the crappiest of the crap in the MAC. I'm looking forward to the Miami UMass rematch.
Yeah, that's going to be one of the worst games of the year.
Or it could be one of the best. It could just be like, your defense is so crappy. Our offense is kind of working, and they both just keep going.
If we were talking talent-wise, it's probably one of the worst of the year. But if we were talking entertainment value, it could be one of the best.
Oh, yes. It has the potential to be just
Women's basketball.
And we lost all 14 WNBA fans there.
Whoops.
Oh, what about you? What game are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to the Ball State versus Northern Illinois game. It's going to be two of the top teams in the league battling it out for the west side of the MAC. And it's going to be played on a Wednesday night.
So everyone should be in church.
True. So it's going to be on a Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. So, you know, it's going to be pretty crazy and the only game on. So
Yeah.
it's going to be awesome. Probably be a shootout.
I'm going to go ahead and say that is a 7-6 game.
No. Most definitely not.
Maybe multiply each one of those by 10.
Yeah.
So I think we should close this one out by same way we close out the others. Who's your champion?
For my champion, I'm going to have to go with whoever ends up winning the Ball State versus Northern Illinois game. I definitely think the champion's going to come from the West. So those are going to be the teams battling it out for number one. So whoever wins that, got to give it to them.
That's pretty much where I went to. I had Ohio as my sleeper. I have them coming to win the East and going to the championship game, but losing to whoever wins that Northern Illinois Ball State game, and I think it will be Ball State. Pete Limbo is still there somehow. He got passed over for like 2 or 3 jobs last year. He's still going to have that program clicking.
But if you're going on who has the best name, it has to be Central Michigan, the Chippewas.
You know who would have the best name if they change their name?
Well, then it's not their name.
Yeah, but if they change their name.
All right, if they change their name, who would have the best name?
Eastern Michigan. If they change their name to the Emus.
That'd be great. I'd probably pay more
And coming
attention.
onto the field right now, we have the EMU Emus.
That'd be perfect.
Yes.
Actually, here at 90% Sports, we're going to see if we can get a petition started to change the name.
Yeah. I know I've seen a few other people on the internet talking about it and just joking around on Twitter. Let's start a petition, people. Let's get this signed and get enough people to where we send it to them and we're like, what are they, the Eagles? They're already birds. Just change it to a different bird.
Yeah. Hashtag start the emu movement.
Yes.
It's a long hashtag. Maybe we could shorten it down a little bit. Hashtag emu swag.
Yeah, I'm actually tweeting this right now, so it will be out way before any of y'all hear this preview, but screw it.
Yeah, you know, we got to start the movement early.
So that pretty much does it for our Mac preview. For Mark, I am Jeff, and you've been listening to 90% Sports.
And 10% MAC-tion.